fast and furious, straight into the game here, but just to talk about that a little, I personally feel he'll do really well to win it again. I think the Europeans are really strong this year, Colin, especially Fleming and Bagley. They're my two main tips, backed up very well by Chris Doran, I think.
Yeah, well, there have been some championships in China, a World Cup and a Europe versus Asia. And Wang didn't come out victorious in either of those. In fact, Europe beat Asia in that competition. So it's going to be fascinating, I think, to see whether the Europeans can come out on top come tomorrow night, or whether it will be China dominated. Chinese players in the final last year, and Yan Weihao, 2017 champion.
3-1.
So Paul gets something on the board.
Yeah, we're
3-1.
feeling better now, won't he? Getting that point on the board.
Yes, it's a bad feeling to go straight on and have no points for a little while. Careful little bit of playing there from Paul. Slowed it down a bit. Nice little forehand flick. Gets him back to 3-2. So first to 15 points. 15-14 is enough. No juice and 2 clear points. Just straight in at 15-14. So a 14 all, and it's 1 point wins the game. Sudden death. And also they have a power play double point ball, so they can go over when they wish to, and one time during the match change to the other ball, and if they win that point they get 2 points instead of 1 when they play with the white ball instead of the yellow one. We'll take you through that as it happens, but it's a nice innovation.
4-3.
I think Paul's just kind of reeled him in, getting used, I think, to the pace of Wang, because Wang's not playing so powerful.
Oh, that's really honest there from Paul. I think he's just declared that the ball actually hit him. Did he? Or, oh, I'm not sure. I could be wrong. No, maybe it was something about the serve. Sorry about that.
Oh, there's a lucky one, though. So Wang takes that one with a lucky edge. Yeah, it looked like Paul was giving Wang the point for some reason, but no.
No, I think it must have been a discussion over whose serve it was. Sorry, I misread what he meant there.
Okay, so backhand flip return from Paul. Just clipping the top of the net on the forehand, ball going off the table.
It's a good start, though, isn't it, from Paul? Look, taking the lead at the moment against the current world champion. He'll be really pleased with that. I had a little chat with him, Colin, and he said he was desperate to get his forehand in as much as possible and try and put Shibo under pressure.
Yeah, so 2 right-handers. We'll see how much Paul does try and get his forehand in. But from 3 love down, this is a really, really good recovery, and now extending a bit of a lead.
7-5.
Okay, so Wang Shibo, they're playing with the orange ball, the double point ball's the white one. So Paul nicely back in it, 7-5 down. That won't help, 8-5 to Wang Shibo. And you can see there, forehand serve from the backhand side of the table, from the penhold style. But Tony, Wang is, for a penhold player, is very, very happy to play backhands from the backhand side. Wang doesn't run round to play his forehand as much as some of the penhold players.
No, he's very strong on the backhand side, and he's incredibly consistent. If you watch the way he's playing, he's not powering Paul off at all. He's just doesn't make any errors, and it's so hard to beat. There's not many players in ping pong that play that way. Most like to get a big forehand in, but Shibo Wang is very, very consistent.
11-5.
Yep, you have to earn every single point you get when you play against Wang. Reigning champion, walked away with $20,000 this time last year. And we've got a lot of great Chinese players in the competition this weekend. So several of the tables on the courts around have Chinese players in. And we have a number of female players, Chinese and European, in the draw playing. Just seeing the corner of some of the shots, some of the other tables. So there are 8 groups going on at the moment, and this is Group 1.
8-11.
Containing last year's champion. And there we go. See what's going on there. Filip Szymanski, I see 14-13 up. The great defensive player from Poland. It's in Group E.
12-8.
Now we see clever play from Shibo, just caught Paul right in his, what I call the right hip area, under his playing arm elbow, and he couldn't quite manufacture a shot in time from there. Really good placement from Shibo.
13-8.
How consistent is Wang? That gives him his first game point. So best of 3 up to 15. So this point for Wang, which he doesn't get, will give him the first game in a best of 3. And that's the forehand that you were talking about, Tony.
Yeah, that was much better from Paul. He really needs to do that. He's got to gamble, get round there on his backhand side and hit big forehands.
There he goes again. But the second one he misses. So the first game goes to Wang Shibo. 15 points to 10. So Paul, I think he got into that reasonably well, but he's going to have to do a little bit more to take Wang away from his consistent backhand and forehand topspins.
Yeah, there we see him going to his coach Liam McTiernan there. Liam will be telling him he needs to get those forehands in, but he's got to keep working. Once he's got one on, it's likely to come back. He's got to be ready to play more and more of those forehands.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's got to get his forehand in, but one's not going to be enough.
Yeah, that's right. No player here would get more of those big bombs back than Wang will. So I'm sure he's being told to keep doing what he's doing, keep the ball on the table, keep placing it well, and he'll expect to come through this. But McCreery's given a really good game.
Yeah, that's last year's couple of matches going on the other courts. Bagley wins his first match, and is that Chris Doran through? Yeah, nice one. Chris Doran beats Shen. That's a very, very tough first match for Chris Doran, but he's through. He needs to win a second one in his group to go through to the last 32 knockout this evening.
Yeah, that's a great win for Chris. Chris actually played him in the last 16 last year, so that was a tough first match for him, so he'll be really chuffed with that.
Yeah, the reason that they were drawn together so early is that Shen Jianyu from China was a last chance qualifier yesterday, and only just scraped into the tournament despite being such a strong player. So Chris was drawn against him first match out, but safely dispatched 2 games to 0. So Chris Doran, one of the heroes from last year. I thought he played the best game of ping pong that had ever been played last year against Andrew Bagley. But the man who took them all out is the one at the far end of the table now, the 10 holder, Wang Shibo. Paul McCreery's got this game and the next game to have a crack at, seeing if he can give Wang some problems. So you don't go out of the tournament by losing one here, but as soon as you've lost to 2 opponents in your group of 8, you're out of the competition. Again, Paul's sitting there with the backhand. My feeling is backhand to backhand, Wang's stronger.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's very quick on his feet, so he doesn't need to be too afraid of a switch to the other side if he's starting to go round that way.
Yeah, so loads of forehands there from Paul. In the end, Wang's retrieving, close to the table, but retrieving, so good. And then in the end, playing it wide of Paul's backhand. Paul's off balance, out of position. So great to be back here at Ali Pali in North London. Paul's from South London now, lives in Brixton. Works for TWC.
5-2.
Wow, there we see Paul hit 2, 3 really strong forehands that just came back from Wang, and in the end Paul misses. That's his big problem. He's got to keep playing hard and consistent. Very tough match for him.
Yeah. I think one of the things when I was talking to Paul before the match, he was kind of giving me the impression that, you know, he's going to give this one his best shot, but he's not going to be at all despondent if he doesn't pull this one off. Actually, it's not a must-win game for him. If he doesn't win this one, as long as he wins his next 2, he'll be okay.
Ooh, first double-point ball, Colin. You can see Paul trying desperately to get back in this. This one will be worth 2 points to him if he wins this point.
So this is the white ball. worth 2 to the server. He didn't win the point, so Wang Shibo takes the point. Wang wins just the 1. So it's an advantage to the server and can only be taken by the server. And the server gets 2 points if they win with that double point ball. If they don't win a point, the receiver just gets the 1. It's like a joker. Paul getting his forehand in. Wang is so comfortable.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Just the way he just can keep getting that ball back, and they're all good quality. They're all deep. They don't make it easy for Paul to hit it hard.
No, they don't. Paul's having to. Oops, serves off. That doesn't help. 10-3 down. No, Wang does keep it low and just stops you hitting the ball very hard. Just struggling to find his range. Doesn't really know what to do next. 11-3. Wang's 4 points away from his first victory. He'll need 2 victories to get through his group and go into the last 32 this evening.
Yeah, getting very tough for Paul. He's trying bigger and bigger with the forehands. He's just over-hitting them now, trying to force Wang to miss, but so difficult to do that.
Yeah, that was a good cross-court forehand from Paul. Bit of a showboat, I think. First time we've seen that from Wang. Very self-contained. Wang Shibo describes himself off-court as steady, introverted and gentle. And then what he likes about ping pong is it's very powerful and full of antagonism. So it's obviously an arena where he likes to put himself about and get another side of his personality out there. He's certainly taming Wang-McCreery.
Yeah, he's really worn Paul down now, hasn't he? So good. I mean, Wang is going to be very hard to beat this year, isn't he, Colin?
Yeah, one of the front runners. He'll want the $20,000 again.
14-5.
So that'll be 1 point for the match for Wang Shibo. Paul hanging in there. They've both got another go in this group. We'll see them both players later. But that's the match. 15-10, 15-5 to Wang Shibo. Safely through to the second match in his group, which comes up in a little while.
Pretty